I was switching SEO companies, and I had talked to my new SEO guy, and he actually referred you. It just basically reaches out to a lot more people than you can just on your own.
So thanks so much for joining, Michael. It would be really nice if you could just give us a short introduction of yourself, your role at the company, what does the company do, what kinds of customers you target, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. So, my name is Michael. I own TechUp Marketing. We do SEO, we do websites, paid ads, and marketing.
For sure. And what kinds of businesses do you target? What industries?
So I can pretty much handle anybody, but what we do normally target is more of the home service based businesses. They're more the niches that I'm well versed at taking care of.
For sure. So I know you've been using Close Lakes, the platform, for a few months now. When we first spoke about, outreach, outbound in general, what were your thoughts and, what other options were you considering? And, like what was it that made you decide you want to do this?
So yeah, I was working on some SEO clients, and I was switching SEO companies, and I had talked to my new SEO guy, and he actually referred you. And then we had a meeting and signed up and got everything going and started the campaigns.
Right. And I think that's interesting. So we spoke once before that where we emailed you directly and then we emailed you through Bradley. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So then we had talked, and it wasn't the right time. And then, no kidding, I think about 6 months later, I actually responded to one of your email outreaches. And I remembered your name as we were getting on the Zoom, and I'm like, wait a second, I've already talked to this guy. So definitely the system works.
Right.
It works good.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And I think this is when I speak to people often, people are very transactional with sales calls, even with opportunities, right? People don't they don't track it in the CRM. They're like, yeah, I spoke to him, he hasn't signed. And, they just forget about it. But oftentimes, like people buy from you when they are ready, not when you want them to buy. That's just something to keep.
Right.
So in these last few months, what has your experience been like with outreach? I know you've been doing like not super high volume, but what has your experience been with the system and with outbound in general?
Yeah, I like it because my normal way was either referrals, word of mouth, networking events. It takes a long time to outreach to a wide area network of people. So I think what this does is it really cuts down all that, the time it takes to actually acquire a client, and it just basically reaches out to a lot more people than you can just on your own. So it's very helpful.
For sure. And, like since you've been doing this for a little bit, how do you think this will contribute to the business, to your sales and marketing efforts? Like, what is the number one problem it's helping you solve?
Actually getting clients to talk with you and show up for the meetings. So it's definitely helped out a bunch.
Sure. And so if someone is looking at using the product or if someone is just on the fence considering whether or not they should be running outreach, running outbound campaigns, what would you say to them?
It absolutely works. I can tell you that it works. So I would definitely sign up. Call me. I'll let you know.
I appreciate that. And so in terms of communication and, just like the infrastructure setup, I know that like email is usually technical. So in terms of communication, working with us, working with the team, what has that been like?
It's been great. Any issue that I've headed where I had to bang my head on the desk, you definitely put that cushion in front of the desk for me. So yeah, anytime I reached out, you were immediately fixed it, fine-tuned it. I wouldn't say fixed, but I'd say fine-tuned something that I may have messed up. So yeah, you were extremely helpful. Support is on point.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate all of that, Michael. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview.